Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Wasn't sure if it started yet or not. Yeah, there it goes. Hello. Welcome to the channel. I'm Celestial Farm Girl. I'm so happy you joined me here today. We're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine Collective. And before I get started, I just wanted to tell everybody how much I appreciate all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your comments. You're like a family to me. I love you guys. And I'm very, very grateful to have you as my friends and as, people. Uh, you're the collective. You are a reflection of me, and I'm a reflection of you, right? And we're sisters. We're family. We're family, and that's just the way it is. And with that being said, I'd like to say hello, Tiny. Been thinking about you. Mwah, I love you. And leave me a word if you can. And from there, we're going to move forward into this day and let us have a look at the book. The book. So I'm not sure how everybody got up this morning, but to me, it kind of felt like empty void. I'm like trying to feel what I'm trying to feel, and I didn't have like I couldn't really put my finger on what I was feeling. And so, I kind of went through the morning. Is it lonely? No, I'm not lonely. Am I angry? No, I'm not angry. It just felt like a void, like this kind of emptiness, like there was no, there was nothing the matter. And yet at the same time, it felt odd because nothing was the matter. And so as I began looking through my book and everything, come to find out, we didn't have not one planet the moon was shining through until 12:30 this afternoon, and it went into Uranus. So I looked that up. Being there was no planets that the moon was reflecting through, I just wondered if you guys had felt a little strange this morning when you woke up, kind of like not really off kilter, pretty much on kilter, but maybe just not quite right. Or maybe you were off kilter. Maybe, the effects of yesterday, whereas we had so much reflections going on through the moon. Yesterday was kind of a chaotic, weird day for me. So I don't know. I'm just reflecting on the moon and how we are flowing with it. And a lot of the readings are based off where the moon's at, what planets the moon is in. And so today is also the Imbolc, the lunar Imbolc. I don't know if I'm saying it right. IMBOLC. And what does this mean? We're almost to spring. We're dead center between winter and spring. So, 6 more weeks, we know for a fact we will be greeting springtime if you don't have it going on already, because it's already happening here. Okay, guys, I love y'all. Listen, at 12:35 p.m., Uranus moved into, or the moon moved square Uranus. And so there could have been some tense feelings, now. But more than that, there's a lot of energy available for revolutionary ideas, for bigger thinking, for, thinking out of the box, using ideas in a conventional way and putting them forth. And listen, Uranus is number 11, which is higher energetics. And we are in Aquarius, and Uranus rules Aquarius. So it's very happy being right here where it's at. Oh, doggone, there it is. Like, gosh, I wouldn't want to lose all my dice down there under the table. I would have to move everything. We'd have to cancel that. And another fun thing that we're going to do before we start is we're going to pull some charms that I got. And I'm really excited about them, okay? So here we go. Let's see what the dice is going to tell us. And this is the astrological chart right here. And let's see. We got 2, Capricorn. The moon just moved out of Capricorn yesterday, so we might have some lingering energy. And we have Venus. Venus in Capricorn and 2. So there could be some collaboration going on. 2 can mean many things. It can mean love. You guys might be thinking of love. And with Venus here and Capricorn, I'm thinking you guys have got something on your mind that you want to buy. This is because Capricorn's all about working really hard for a good life. And Venus is about being as comfortable as possible in that life. All the senses happy to good food, good smells, good clothes, good hair, good stuff. And we got a 2 here, which is about collaboration. So maybe you're collaborating with some friends about going shopping, having some fun out on the town, going out and showing yourself off a little bit. And by golly, have fun while you're doing it. Think of me too, okay? Yeah, I used to like to do that stuff. There was a day and a time for all of us, and that is beautiful. So, and with Uranus, going to be expanding your revolutionary ways. It's probably going to be an individual, kind of an independent. Whatever you're going to do is going to be something you just thought of out of the box, and it might be strange to other people, but to you it makes perfect sense. Okay, so we've got 2 here, which also represents duality. And Capricorn with Venus in it, duality. With Capricorn. Capricorn is duality. It is the sea goat. And so with Capricorn, you have the earth and the water. And so a lot of emotions and feelings going on. So you may have a lover that you're looking to go out with and party. So I'm going to bring the bowl. And look, I got all these charms, and I just can't wait. So let's take 3, okay? Won't be easy. Okay, we got 1. Let's take what's in my hand. Oh, okay. We'll pick that one up later. We got a guitar. Somebody's listening to some music, or they play music, or they're going out to hear music. We have the little love token. Somebody loves music. Let me hold this up. The little guitar and the love token. Yeah. So, and somebody sees themselves as a temple of God. I'm going to hold this up this way. And I could hold it this way, and it looks like the end of an arrow. So I could be speaking to a Sagittarius up there, and we got that beautiful red. And if I'm not mistaken, this could be a little Marsy here. And, we got this cross. Somebody out there could love, Jesus a whole lot. Of course, the cross wasn't what made Jesus. What made Jesus was his teachings. But because of the cross, they were made famous. And then we have this what? A poinsettia and red again. Huh. This makes me think of the 4 directions and the 4 elements. Okay, we got a lot of red here, a lot of fire going on, a lot of passion happening. Some sacred geometry, and this music, I don't know about you guys, but I listen to crystal music all day long, my crystal singing bowls. And, I don't have a singing bowl in there, but I thought maybe I should get one because they're really awesome. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but we're playing Aquarius New Moon. And it just kind of takes us with the flow of everything. Okay, guys. And another thing, I got these wonderful new cards that I just love that are a wonderful intro. I'm only going to pull one because I haven't learned them hardly at all. I've only been, like when I learn the cards, I literally take one and I separate that card out from the rest, and I study it, I look it up, I research it, I try to understand the philosophy that it's given me. So it takes me like 2-3 cards a day I study, so it takes time to get through it, and then sometimes next day I have to go back and restudy it again. But I'm not complaining because it gives me something to do, something that I love, something that I care about, which is being able to come on here and explain the things that I've been through, and it's make it sound sensible. So, astrology, the moons, um, um, spirituality. These are sciences that have been studied for thousands of years, and they are spiritual sciences, even if they are in the quantum physics now. That's a spiritual science. Einstein's spooky action at a distance thing and stuff like that. So he was kind of spooked out from it all. But this deck, I love this deck. So let's talk about this deck. This deck is called the Wild Unknown Archetypes. The Wild Unknown Archetypes. And, stepping out of our comfort zone, we grow so much. So to know what's in the unknown can help us move forward in our paths, to open doors, to go through the arches, to understand the meaning and definition of what universe, that which created all these things, is trying to say to us. For the universe does has a mind. It has a mind. I mean, look what it's done. It's sorted everything out. Beautiful blue skies, sun rises one way, moon moves another. All kinds of things to look at. And, sure, you could think it all happened by happenstance, but there's no way that could happen. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. The unseen, the unknown. Remember, we were just talking about the universe, the unseen, the unknown. Okay, guys, now I'm using this right here to hold my cards until I can get something to put my cards in. There. Let me see. Let me get it in there right so that you can see it while I read it. There. Aha. The wild unknown archetypes. Those things that have been around before we could write about it. And we all grow because it's a collective. As we grow, so too do they grow. We all grow together. What is the number? 27. Almost right there. 28. The unseen. The unseen. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. The unseen, the spirit, the ancestor, the eternal. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence. Though it rallies our attention time and time again, the energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision or message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near, the eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen, the sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. What you can't see, but you know it's there. I mean, looking out and having common sense and making order out of the world, you can look up into the sky and see the order that is made there as well. As above, so below, so is order. You can see universal laws working the way it should, because nobody of the planets are like bumping into each other or trespassing boundaries not made for them. They stay in their boundaries without, interfering in the other planets' lives. It's really a beautiful order of things. It reminds me of a Rolex watch. I've never had one. I never will. But if you think about it, it's a timeless piece. And as our universe keeps time and has kept time back to, I think 3 billion years since the Earth has been here, 4 billion approximately, and the order of space has kept time. They can go back. It's perfect. So, I mean, this is the place where we do hold to space and time, and it has material and immaterial things in it. Things we can see, things we cannot see. It's a world shared by possibly all the galaxies in the universe. Now that's mind-blowing, isn't it? That's Uranus in action. I could call it Uranus. 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 It's revolutionary. It's thinking out of the box. It's coming up with ideas that nobody ever thought of. It's stretching the mind beyond the body to the outer world and what could be outside of us. I know everybody says everything's inside of us, but you know what? We live in a dual world. So if everything's inside of us, everything's outside of us, but not everything outside of us is always a reflection of us, because there's so many souls on this planet that are having reflections that we are all kind of like looking at each other, if that makes any sense. So the unknown is a very, very exciting place. A lot of people think of it as it could be dangerous. A lot of people think of it as it could be a blessing. The way I think of it is by obeying the universal laws. When you go into it and do the right thing, whether you're in it to do good for others, I'm going to leave this up because I'm going to study this. Whether you're in it to do good for others or whether you're in it to do good for yourself, as long as you obey the laws and hurt none, it seems like God is really very gracious to anybody. We're all here. We all get food. We all get taken care of. Like, hardly ever does lightning come down out of the sky and, take somebody out. So, we have a pretty good creator that pretty much minds his own business, her own business, unless invited into our lives. From the way I understand it. Me, I had the door wide open. I wanted to improve my life, and this just felt like the most natural thing to me, like a duck to water. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the unknown. Let's go with Gaia. You know, Gaia to me is very elusive. I'm not sure why. Hold on a minute. I got some stuff going on here. I always get this. I'm thinking Gaia must be a duality as well, male, female. Because of the fact that of her bountifulness is very, very obvious. But she has a consort, which is the air, according to what I understand. So, and the air blows the seeds all over the place, right? It's a very, very good consort, earth and air. And then we have the consorts of fire and water. And what we're talking about is the elements. And I'm wondering if Gaia comes to life when we reincarnate and enliven those elements that are inside of us. I just saw a card upside down. Well, we'll see, won't we? Okay, so what are we talking about? Yep, I think I just messed these cards up really good. We're going to go here with the scribe. Again, this is a wonderful card. I have been journaling a lot, writing down how I feel. Not just that, but writing down, studying again. It's been really great. And, you know, I know that there's going to come a day when I'm going to be able to take this and give it to my children, hand it down. Who knows? Who knows someday, you know, what can happen with when you begin to write. And you know what? I just about guarantee I'm working on straightening out my cards. I just about guarantee that 99% of you, how many of you have said that I'm going to write a book someday? You know what? This almost looks like a book, too. You know? You never know what you're going to do when you finally get to that place in life when you can relax and enjoy your spare and free time. And if you even just take a notebook right now, a little one, and keep it in your purse, you know, I know on your phone also is a notebook, and jot down those special little moments and how it made you feel at the time you felt it would be an heirloom to hand down to your children, and they keep it until, you know, what, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, you know, after you have moved on to another place and time, and they may want to remember, you know, you and and looking back over your life and the things that made you tick will give them insight into who you are. And not just that, but it will help with any, and you know, we all have healing, right? It will help with any healing that they need to do. It will give them a look into your inner world. We're talking about moon, family, looking into our inner worlds, and giving our family insight. You know, my forgiveness has been so complete to everybody because, well, I'm psychic and I can see into their inner world, but I try not to mind anybody's business. That's why I stay to myself a lot, wouldn't believe it. It's crazy. But anyway, and I don't want to know people's business and stuff like that. But looking into your inner world will lead and guide you to where you will be the most happy. And healing is going to come up consistently, because not only do we have this life that we're healing from, but we're actually healing from incarnations of our past. And I put that scribe back in here, but it's just a reminder to jot down on your little notepad that you keep in your pocket or your purse, and use your hand and write with a pen or a pencil. But the thing is the movement and the energy of it is like art. It feels good. And after a while, your handwriting will improve. It will make you feel better. Writing is a gift. That's what this is. Ace of Earth. Yeah, this is the Dragon Earth. The flame letter. It's the flame letters. These things will have your spirit and energy in it. And don't you know how much your children would love to see who you were? Because we hardly ever know who we are while we're alive and awake. We all play that game, that mask. I don't want to get involved and be nosy into your life, and you probably don't want to get involved and be nosy in mine, but to leave the memoirs and let people get a glimpse of who you really were, to touch their hearts, right? To touch their hearts. I have a daycare across the street of the alley. There goes my little girl. She wants to go out. Come on. My son just got here, so I let her go out to greet him. Okay, so this is knowledge. This is to begin handing things down to our children again. Not just material things, but inner world things. Who we truly were on the inside. To speak to them in a way maybe you can't even do in life, to jot things down. And, things that you couldn't speak to them face to face, that they can read later on in life.
Mom.
Yes, honey?
Are you decent?
Yes, honey.
Go to the store?
No, not right now. I'm doing a show.
The sun's so bright.
I know,
really?
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love you. I'll be out in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see, where was I? Oh, yeah. Leaving, your handwritten notes to your children. I guarantee they will never get rid of them. I guarantee. The knowledge that you leave them will be irreplaceable, because it'll be knowledge about who you were. Inspiring them, divine feminines, bringing them, letting them know, your sons and daughters, about trials and tribulations, letting them know that it's normal to go through trials and tribulations, letting them know it's okay to think out of the box because it'll be in there, letting them know so much about what's okay to be a human. The knowledge. This cauldron reminds me of food. I know that they say it's the witch's cauldron, but when I took my dive down into the underworld, and there was a cauldron down there, but they were using it to feed the depressed and the lonely. It was really a lonely place. It was purgatory. I'm not sure. At this point, I wonder a lot about my descent into purgatory with Jesus. Jesus took me there and retrieved a shiny soul from there and took it back up into the other worlds. It looked like he flew into the sun with him, to tell you the truth, Adam. Anyway, it will lift our children up and give them a sense to know that sometimes we get down, but we get back up again, right? It will give them a sense of hope to receive what you've been through in your life. Hey guys, what's going on? Come on. Come on. Wow. This has got to be Uranus, right? Uranus is a revolutionary, an individualist, jumping in and out of the box, huh? Okay, I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. Okay, okay. And we know that to be a scribe, to write these things down, to write it down is a gift that you would pass down to your children. I got two, there's nothing I can do about it. Of course, always you have a choice. You know, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You can choose your life as you wish to choose it, is the way I understand it. You know, at zero choice point, it means that everything is possible and anything is possible. You know, I don't know about you, but to me, this was kind of like my day already. You know, I woke up, wasn't sure what was going on, didn't know if I needed to laugh or cry. It happens, you know. I prefer to wake up smiling and grateful and all that. But there are times when I wake up, you know, and I have tears and I have to decide whether I'm going to make my, you know, to be happy or not to be happy, right? To be or not to be. And that is the choice we have, right? Well, collective, it looks like we chose to be happy, right? We've all got great emotions that we're enjoying right now. I hope you guys are too, because life is only what we think it. Right? If we think it's not good, then it's not good. If we think that, you know, there's a lot of beautiful things going on in this world, and then it becomes a beautiful world. And it also helps to stay away from the news and gossip and the news, especially gossip, politics, competitive sports, all these things for me just, you know, they interfere into my energy field and they can bring a big effect on my psyche. Competition, stuff like that. So we don't, you know, we don't bring that into our lives. If we want peace, we look for peace. We find peace in areas. I don't know what you guys do, but you know, for me, I love to write. I love to listen to the harmonics. Actually, I'm pretty damn boring. Okay, I study. I'm pretty. I'm pretty damn boring. All right, just so you know. And I can't really think of a lot of things I want to do, except one thing that I got planned for this summer. I want to go to the coast of Washington and go crabbing. I want to go catch some fresh crabs and have a crab boil out on the beach. I haven't done it since I was like 17 years old when I used to live in Louisiana on an island down what they call Grand Isle. And so I just thought I would like to do that. But, you know, I don't have a lot of big experiences that I need or desire to have anymore. What do we have here? And again, we got the scribe. Okay, that's 2 times, ladies. You guys got stories to tell. You guys got things to say. You guys got records to leave behind to you're going to be an ancestor someday. You want to make sure that your ancestors know that you'll be watching them from the other side. I've been telling my children, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you from the other side. I already got it planned. When I go, I'm leaving all my kids a braid of my hair. And I already know that I'll be awake because I'm awake on this side. So I'll be awake when I go to the other side. That's just the way it works. Yeah, you don't, like go to sleep over there, and that's not what I saw. I saw people moving around, or spirits moving around, souls. Some live on different planets and stuff. Not everybody lives here on Earth. Once you become a soul, you can do what you want until you come back. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is complete satisfaction. And that's the way it feels on the other side. That's why we don't grow on the other side, because everything is perfect on the other side. We don't grow. So our growth here, our soul growth on this side, will be the soul growth we have when we go to the other side. That's why it's so important to grow your soul and become deeper, because the more grown souls we get who begin to pass over and begin to hold on to this energy that we have now, we will just continue to lift up, lift up, lift up. We've been living in the dark ages for 30,000 years? Everything went damn dark? What the hell? Who turned off the lights? Where'd the light go? We don't even know what's happened in the last 30,000 years, except for about whenever they started recording the Bible. Now they're bringing out the ancient texts of Babylon and Samaria, and we're making a whole lot more sense of what the Bible was trying to tell us as well. So, yeah, check that out, you guys. But this Ten of Pentacles is all about having it all. This is a spiritual life as well as a material life. This is knowing. Look at the X. X means the unknown. That woman there knows in the unknown. She be knowing where she going. She gonna love her life here, and then she be loving her life over there. Because we take with us what we know. If we're asleep when we pass over, then we're asleep when we go over there. So wake up and view your life from a higher scale. Yeah, because we're not just this body. We have a whole nother body within us. The water and the fire are living pure entities, and they purify our body and our breath. Yeah, nothing matter with the earth. She's already pure. All that shit that she not pure. This planet is pure, and we're pure too. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. We are pure, right? Yeah, look at a baby born. That baby's pure. We just haven't matured enough yet to know how to treat each other in the most positive ways that'll bring out the most positive things. So we're still growing. We're still learning. We're like a bunch of teenagers on this earth, acting out. I'm going to have to read this one. I love this one, The Essential. I almost know the wording, but it's about rules and discipline. But let me read it because, I'm kind of a tough nut. Mother is a little bit kinder maybe than me. The Essential. I am kind. I'm gentle. I'm just very straightforward, blunt. That would be the first one. Yeah, there we go. 12 of Earth, the Essential. Servant, administrator, mediator, justice, law, organized, trustworthy, loyal. Service to a higher purpose. Loyalty to authority. Speak for others. Is your power real or borrowed? Follow the rules or directions given. Use personal power wisely. Question everything. Blind loyalty makes one blind. Yeah. So, don't have blind loyalty. The central of earth symbolizes the service to king and country. The central is a trusted servant who has access to and control over all within his lord's domain. He, while being of noble blood himself, is in service to and speaks for the one above him. That's me. I speak for the Most High. I speak for God, Mother Earth. I speak for the moon and the sun and the stars. I speak for the Creator. This is a living universe, and we make material here on this planet. The central is powerful, but his power was borrowed and dependent upon his willingness to follow the orders of those above him. That's right. I'm who I am because I am always willing to listen to God, and that's why I'm alone a lot. And I have a mission. I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. If his loyalty falters or falls under suspicion, he could lose everything, even his life. That's right. I feel that if I don't take responsibility for who I am in delivering a message from Creator Source, that, I'm responsible for that, for any kind of harm I cause, and I know that, which is something I don't never want to do. It's a very important job to work for the Creator, for the unknown. We're just going to go back. I work for the I. And I know that. And I've seen many of the things that are unseen that many people are not sure of whether they exist or not. And just as much as we have a heart, I know that, there's, there is a God out there of as far as the east from the west and the north to the south. The expanse of the universe. There is something that's creative and beautiful and noble and humanitarian. Would you like to come up here, honey? Come on. There we go. She's staring at me. Okay, guys. And we're all essentials here on this planet. And when we leave this planet, we want to be waking up so that we can and watch from the other side, watch over our children, watch over everything, right? The central of earth represents a person in service, not to the many, but to one. His role is multifaceted and every task is performed with care. He is the master organizer and possesses both intelligence and a quick mind. He is a person who sets aside leadership aspirations in order to be the trusted representative of the one who leads. His position places great responsibility on his shoulders, but he is committed and dedicated. This reminds me of the reading that I did for the Divine Masculine last time about the call to duty. And I believe this is God giving you guys that call to any of yous out there who are capable of any kind of political leadership roles or anything like that. God is asking you to be the essential and to do do the work for God through honor and integrity for the outside world, to bring it to the change that we're looking for, the new world that we're looking for, the kinder, more gentler world, to take your love and peace when you're ready and step out into the public's eye and become a leader as well. Yeah. And believe in the unknown and trust that the universe will have your back if you're doing what's good. If you're doing the good thing, the good deed for yourself, and then after you figure out how to do a good thing for yourself, than to show others the way. If you know a good way to do something and create something better, then speak up, speak out, and step up. Step up, speak up, and speak out. All right, guys. I love y'all. Gotta find my wand. Here we go. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I love all you guys. Bye bye.